Knowing when to grow your team is pretty easy. If you're overwhelmed, you feel like you're always chasing your tail, if you're turning down work because you don't have the capacity to do it, or if you're looking at growing your income beyond the hours that you have available, then it's time to grow your team. How to grow your team is a little bit harder. How I did it, and every team and every business owner is different. I started out very slowly. So I brought on a VA. I was still the project manager pretty much. I dealt with the clients, I dealt with the contractor, I did the quality control and that sort of thing. And then as we built systems around the services that we provided, we took on more contractors. Sorry, big pause. So if we're sending out an email campaign for a client, we've got a template in ClickUp. So it doesn't matter which VA is performing that task, it's done the same consistently for every client. Same with social media posting, zero reconciliations. The process remains the same no matter who the client is. The details, they change depending on the client. As we grew, the bigger my team got, the bigger the time involved in managing that team. And again, as you take on more clients, I got to that overwhelm point again. And that's where I introduced the lead VAs. So I was still doing all the operations, all the leadership side of it, but I then introduced clients to their lead VAs. And at the same time brought on the specialists we needed. So our VAs, or our lead VAs, are for the most part admin orientated. They've been EAs or in admin in the past. We've also then got specialized VAs. So we've got someone that does graphic design, someone that does websites, someone that does social media, zero, that kind of thing, which then reduces your team's unbillable time because they're not having to constantly upskill based on what tasks clients are sending through. So it's only been, I started growing my team about 12, 13 years ago. Sorry, no, 10 to 12 years ago. And it's only been 2 years ago that I then brought on a leadership team. So prior to that, all my contractor time was completely billable. The only internal or admin costs were my own time. In the last couple of years, because we want to grow exponentially going forward, I've now got a leadership team. So I've now got Nikki, who's doing most of the operations that I was doing in the past. So she's onboarding contractors, she's assigning casual tasks to the team, and she's been heavily involved in filling in any holes in our procedures, using ClickUp to make sure that we're really leveraging the features that provides. And that's been her role. And then I've got now Sue, who's my integrator or VBM, who helps me with the business development side of it. We've been building our VBM team. So she's been instrumental in helping me do that. So my suggestion is to grow really slowly. Try and keep, at least initially, your VAs as completely unchargeable. And keep yourself in that leadership role. So you know what your clients want. You might be responsible for building big relationships, for checking in to make sure that your clients are happy once a month, for developing new services, systems, that kind of thing. That's where you will add the most value to your team. As your team gets bigger, then you can bring in things like cover VAs. So when we assign a lead VA to a new client, we'll also assign a cover or backup VA, particularly in the last couple of years with COVID. That means if a contractor leaves or gets sick or goes on holiday, we can provide uninterrupted service to the client. And to do that, we've had to put pressure on our lead VAs to make sure that all the repeatable tasks that they're doing for their clients are documented and they're in ClickUp. So yeah, I hope that helps. And we do have a coaching call as part of this course where I can talk about your concerns or address your questions. Like I say, no two teams the same, and it's important that you grow at the pace that you want to grow while keeping a really tight hold on quality control, at least initially, as you introduce this new model to your clients and get them used to working with members of your team rather than you yourself. I will say, when I first introduced lead VAs to our clients, I didn't lose a single client. They completely understood that in order to grow and scale, I needed to step away from doing client delivery, and they still came to me if they had any problems, and we'd have monthly check-ins, and it meant I could do a better job for clients because I wasn't involved in the day-to-day. So growing a team is the best thing I've ever done. I've now got support from some wonderful ladies. They all back each other up. And it means even though we're all working from home virtually, we're not doing it alone. We've got support and someone to watch our back and someone to step in if need be. So best of luck with growing your team. I really hope that the resources in this course have helped. See ya.